today I am going to show you how to make a bow on the bow maker. So this is a new bow maker that we have in the shop. It's the M's Bow and Go bow maker. There is a smaller one and a larger one. We have the smaller one right now. We probably will carry the larger one soon. But if you've never made a bow on a bow maker, I thought it would be a good idea to show you how to use them. Now there are so many different ways you can make bows. Different bow styles are out there. Gosh, we could do video after video on different types of bows. But we're just going to make a fall bow today. I'm not going to go into all the different bow styles. I'm just going to kind of show you how you can use the bow maker instead of using it by hand. So with this particular one, it's nice and compact. You can fold it, take it with you to go. But you're just going to want to open it up. And it comes with your little dowels that have the screws on them. So you're going to take one and you're just going to screw it in down here on the end. That's going to be to hold your ribbon roll. I know it kind of blends in with my desk here, so hopefully you guys can see it okay. And you can move these. They've got holes lined all different ways. But we're going to just put these in the center. You don't even have to put all of them if you don't want to. If you want, you can just put two. You just want one place in the center to hold your ribbon. You can just put two. But if you want to spread your loops and have a place to put your other bow loops, you can go ahead and add all four. So again, just personal preference on how you set yours up. Okay, so I've got all four of mine screwed in. Like I said, you don't have to do all four. You could just do two. If you just want something to hold in the middle. But if you want to try to spread yours out, you can have all four. So again, personal preference. Now, we're going to be using 4 different ribbons on this bow. I don't do this bow style very often. I'm usually a 1 ribbon girl for the most part. But we're going to mix it up a little today. We are going to use this bow probably in a fall swag. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a larger bow. Now, I don't want too many tails, but I do want some tails. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going in with this burlap. And I'm just going to give myself some tails. I'm not going to make a loop with this just yet. We're just going to give it some tails. We will use this ribbon again a little bit later. This is a swag, so I know I need really long tails. I'm actually going to probably go a little bit longer because I don't have the swag here. I'm making this bow ahead of time. So I want to make sure I've got my tails nice and long. You can always cut down, but you can't add to, right? Okay. So I have a little tail there. I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm going to go in with a 2.5 inch ribbon. Now this is a fair silk. You don't have to use fair silk. You could use whatever 2.5 fall ribbon you have in stock. Now, I don't want a tail of this. This is fair silk ribbon. It's more expensive. I just want to use it for my loops to make the back of my bow. It's going to be the supporting ribbon. So I'm just going to slide that down in there like that. Okay, and I'm going to make pretty large loops on this side. So we're going to go probably about 10 inches. Okay, and I'm going right down in that center and I'm going to give it a twist. Okay, so that is out at 10 inches. You can put your little ribbon over here on the spool if you want. I just leave mine on the table. It's just how I do it. But you can, put it in your little thing. Now, when you're making really big loops like that, sometimes you see it kind of gets in the way. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make this loop at 10 inches as well. I need to decide if I want 2 loops of this or just 1 loop. I think we're just going to go 1 loop. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Okay, so that's going to hold it there for us. I'm going to set this aside. We could, if we just want to add a little bit of this, we can just add like a little loop going up. We could add 1 tail. That's another way you could do it. Let me see. Let me see. I'm not going to make it quite as long as the other one. Now I think I'm going to go back in with my burlap. You can, like I said, there are a zillion and one ways to make bows. You can go and put you another tail up this way if you want with the burlap. I think I'm just going to, and see if you want to use, if this starts getting thick, you want to use another one of these slots to hold your loops, you can. I'm going to go about 9 inches now with the burlap. Twist. And since we already have a burlap tail, I think I'm going to cut it off. I don't think I want another burlap tail there. Okay. Now we're going to go in with this fall ribbon. I think I do want tails on this one, but maybe let's see about, we just do 1 up. Okay, and then I'm going to go about 8 inches. So I'm going down 1 inch. And I'm going to do 2 loops on each side with this ribbon. Now I have my little short tail going up, but now I'm going to make this one long. Like I said, we could make bow video after bow video of the different styles. You could just not have the loops or not have tails going up. You could only have them coming down. You could do more tails coming up. There's so many options, y'all. So many options. This is just one bow style using this bow maker. We may bring this guy back out several times throughout the year. I know not everyone likes to make them by hand, and that was me for the longest time. I did not make my bows by hand. I always used a bow maker, and I still will use a bow maker. If I'm using more than 2 ribbons, I'm breaking out the bow maker. I just can't hold it in my hand. 1 or 2 ribbons, I can usually make it work. But more than that, I need the bow maker. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the 7/8. 7/8. I think I'm going to do something a little different here. We're just going to give us 1 long tail. With that one. And then I'm going to go in and make some loops. I'm going to go, what were we at, 7 or 8 last time? So we'll go about 7 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to make these long. If you want to do a little button in the center, you could do a little button with that. I just did one loop on each side. And you can get your pipe cleaner or your zip tie, whichever you prefer. I think I'm going to use a zip tie. When I have this much ribbon, I usually will use a zip tie. I'm going to slide that under. Bring this up, I'm going to hold it, slide this around to the back. And now we just got to fluff. And sometimes it's easier for me to kind of fluff it when I get it on my design, but however you want to fluff your bow. So now we have a little fall bow. Now I will probably, like I said, I'll do some more fluffing once I get it actually on my design. And we get some greenery in there. We'll get it kind of all fluffed. But there is one little way to make a bow. I'm not sure if I like this tail, so I might end up cutting it off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once we get it on our design. But there is using our little bow maker. In case you are brand new, first time learning how to use it on the bow maker. Like I said, there are so many bow styles. You just want to do a very simple bow. You know, you can go out to, let's say, 8 inches. You could do all the same. You can do all the same size if you want. And you just want to twist in the middle. Now with the burlap, it's not really that important to twist because they're pretty much the same on both sides. But if you have a patterned ribbon, I guess I should have used the fall ribbon. If you have a patterned ribbon, you want to twist when you get to the center so that the pretty side is up. Okay, but you can just keep making loop after loop. Make your bow as big as you want it. Now I didn't start with tails. You could have started with tails. Fluff your bow. As many loops and tails as you want. Okay, so this is just working as your hands to kind of help hold things in place for you. I've also seen where maybe you want to start with your hands. Okay, maybe you want to start, you make a little bow. And you just want to use this to hold it while then you get your other ribbon. Make your little bow, set it in there, and just stack them. So it's just a nice little tool. So we do now have these in the shop. There will be a little pop-up. Hopefully you've seen the pop-up in the video. If not, down in the description of this video, there will be a link for the bow maker. So it's a nice little handy tool. Like I said, there are a zillion and one bows out there to be made. I'm not going to go through all the different bow styles on this. I just really wanted to show you the new bow maker that we have in the shop. And I'm going to take this bow that we made, and we are going to make a fall swag on the next video.